Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to PDubs Arcade Loft, where we always appreciate it when you hang out upstairs with us. Earlier today, a YouTube video was released, and in that video, we saw an exclusive picture of what the swappable artwork is going to look like on the AtGames version 1.1 cabinet. Is this going to fix the problems with the included artwork on the version 1.1 cabinet? Let's talk about it right after this. Okay guys, we're back. As you can see here, we have a neat little image to show you, and this comes from earlier today. YouTube content creator Mad Little Pixel released a review of the AtGames Legends 1.1 product. I'll have a link to his video description below. I also had a review video for this product a few days ago. I'll put a link in that video description below. If you watch my original review, you'll notice that the two issues I have with the 1.1 cabinet, just me personally, is I'm not a fan of the artwork being so loosey-goosey, the removable, swappable artwork on the 1.1 cabinet. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of how it being loose and bubbly and not sticking, not being, any kind of adhesive, holding it in place or anything like that. Also not a fan of the clear screws as well that were holding the artwork in with the 1.1. But as you can see here, guys, we do have kind of what this is going to look like. This image, I guess, was provided by AtGames to Mad Little Pixel so he can get an idea as to what this swappable artwork's going to look like. And this is actually making me feel a little bit better about this. Like I said in my video, I thought it was a great concept but poorly executed. But if this is what they're going to do with it, where you do have the artwork, but not only will you have your swappable artwork, you're also going to have your acrylic overlays, which will be screwed in using those clear screws, holding the artwork in place. That might actually hold the artwork flush against the cabinet, and as you screw it in, as it presses down, it might be able to push and get all the air out of there. It might actually end up being a better looking design. As you can see here, this is a Space Invaders, and it's only on the side panel. And just this, you'll notice right here, you'll see they have a nice little cutout for where your pinball buttons are going to go, so you don't have to, take your pinball buttons off and on. It looks like the artwork in the acrylic is just going to fit directly over it. And as you can see here, it kind of fits. Now, I do like how they filled up the artwork here on the bottom. It just says Space Invaders here, and then we have this great big empty space. And if these cabinets, what's nice about the Legends Ultimate is it is taller than a lot of your in-home 3/4 scale arcades in your house. So if you do have them in the same room and they happen to all be side by side by side, you're not even going to see this anyway, right? You're not even going to see the side panels or this artwork down here. And all you're going to see is maybe this blue space up here above all your other cabinets, if your cabinets are smashed side by side. So honestly, I wish the artwork went all the way up, but maybe this isn't a final version. Maybe this is just a concept design. Now, when you look at it, obviously, if you have the Space Invaders here, now you have a Legends Ultimate logo. You don't have a Space Invaders logo. But maybe that could be a universal logo. Plus, don't forget, they have their BitPixel LED marquee as well as the BitPixel LCD marquee coming out. So you could have your interchangeable animated dynamic marquees. Also, on the version 1.1, the control deck artwork here is easily swappable. You can easily unscrew this, so I'm assuming in order to get your cabinet to match and look good, if you're going to say, let's say we're going to turn it into a Space Invaders cabinet, I'm assuming there's going to be a Space Invaders control deck artwork here. You unscrew this, take the Legends Ultimate Tron style artwork off, put that on, right? And that'll make your cabinet look pretty good. But then again, we have one more piece. We have this Tron-looking bezel, right? So the question is what is AtGames going to do there, and how are they going to make that easily swappable? Velcro strips? I don't know, guys. I mean, if you put a bezel on, you don't want it to fall off easily. But if they really want to make this swappable artwork work, in my opinion, you got to be able to add a control deck piece to match the side panels, and that should be easy because this just unscrews and screws on, unlike the original cabinet. But you do have to do something about this bezel. You do have to get a Space Invaders type bezel or some kind of generic bezel in there. So hopefully we'll find out more down the road how they plan on doing this. But this actually gives me hope that with these acrylic side panels, that your artwork is going to be held flush and tight and look pretty sharp. And if you ask me, this looks pretty good. This does look pretty good. Now, and honestly, too, let's say you don't want swappable artwork, but you're not happy with your artwork kind of being loose and bubbly and hanging off the cabinet a bit. Perhaps, and I highly recommend AtGames, you sell these acrylic pieces. It does appear to be 2 separate pieces. You do sell these pieces on your replacement parts store. That way, folks who, they don't want to change the artwork out, they just want to, you know, improve the artwork they have, they can at least order these acrylic pieces and stick them on their cabinet. So I hope that comes down the road as well. I find this very interesting. I actually think this might actually improve my opinion of the artwork, because I wasn't happy with it when I reviewed the 1.1. And hopefully they'll give us bezel and control deck options in order to really flush this out and make it look like a cabinet. Because, I mean, if it was just this, if you stop here, guys, yeah, the side panels look great, but now nothing else matches, right? And you want your cabinet to look good, right? And of course, throw a BitPixel LED or LCD marquee on there to change dynamically as you're playing whatever games you're playing, and you're all set. I think that looks pretty cool. Let me know your feedback below. Do you think that this is a good fix? Does this get you excited about possibly swapping out artwork? Or are you just not happy with this at all? I would definitely appreciate your honest opinions below. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video on the way out. As always, make sure you subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Thank you for hanging out upstairs with us. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Talk to you soon.